It's the end of the year, and what mods are there to come in 2023 and beyond? Well, we have a lot to talk about today. We have to talk about some brand new aquatics, some brand new dinosaurs, some sad news regarding a mod, and showcasing 2 brand new mods that you can check out now. If you are new, feel free to subscribe, but let's get into the final video of 2022. There are 2 aquatic mods coming in from the Primordial Tyrants folks. If you don't know who the Primordial Tyrants folks are, they're the developers of the Giganotosaurus, the Utahraptor, the Dilophosaurus, and other fantastic mods. Spearheaded by Kelskora and Nautilus, they're fantastic developers and are well credited in the pathoftitans scene. They have shown off 2 incredibly new creatures, Sachicasaurus and Mosasaurus. These are both fully aquatic marine reptiles. So let's talk about Mosasaurus first. You all know Mosasaurus, right? The big aquatic lizard that starred in the Jurassic World films, as well as being the type species for Mosasaurinae, family consisting of Prognathodon, Tylosaurus, Plotosaurus, Moanosaurus, and of course many more creatures, including the mighty and famous Mosasaurus. It was only a matter of time until this creature was shown off by someone, and it's nice to see the Primordial Tyrants folks are there first with the Mosasaurus, and I can't wait for it. This is the model that we have so far. It's an untextured model. It looks really cool though, and the model looks great, and I can't wait to see what it looks like textured. However, we have another creature that actually does have a textured model. Enter Sachicasaurus, a pliosaur similar in stature to the well-known Albertosaurus, but of course this one is coming to the game sooner. The creators of the mod showcased this bad boy off recently with a fully textured model to show of it as well, and that model looks fantastic. Look at that big jaw, look at the overall proportions. It looks great. Kind of reminds me of Predator X in that look there, and it looks so cool. I cannot wait to see this one in the game. This will probably be the first aquatic creature from the Primordial Tyrants folks to be released, and it looks awesome, and I cannot wait for this pliosaur to come to the game. Let me know your thoughts about Sachicasaurus and Mosasaurus in the comments down below. Let's carry on the theme of aquatics. Prognathodon returns once again in a video, and then we have some extra tidbits to showcase and talk about. We also have a theory on when this creature could be released, because it looks like by its development speed, with a rough estimate, it could be releasing anywhere between, Q1 2023, which is from January to end of March, and I think it'll be March, February, maybe a little bit later, maybe into Q2 that this mod gets released. However, it's probably the closest aquatic mod to be releasing. We actually have an in-game size comparison with that Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus. You can actually see that it is longer than Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus. Of course, it's not going to be taller than them, but it does showcase that this is a big creature and it's here to show business. Additionally, we have it in-game in the character selection screen as well. Another teaser image from the developer, and look at its cute smile. I just want to give it a big old hug. Anyways, let's get into some dinosaurs. It's been a while since I've talked about some dinosaurs, and here we have the Divine Beasts mods once again coming back. We actually have some news and quite a bit to showcase regarding this. Firstly, Edmontosaurus and Compsognathus are to be released in the next few weeks after assets are completed and testing is successful. Of course, this will be in 2023. Ampelosaurus is also most likely to release in Q1 of 2023, so this means it could come anywhere between January 1st and March 31st, which is quite a big estimate there. I'm more likely to say that if Compy and Edmonto are coming in January, we're more likely to see Ampelo coming in March. But we also got a new teaser of a brand new creature, a new carnivore that's coming to the game. A smaller Tyrannosaur, but this one will be one that everybody might be excited for. This is Albertosaurus. Yep, the small tyrant is here, and it's coming in all of its glory with one hell of a beautiful model with some sharp, jagged, and menacing teeth, and of course some very horny horns. Yes, I did say that. But overall, the model of this dinosaur looks fantastic. It's something that you can tell has had a lot of time and effort put into it. It looks absolutely amazing. doc has progressed a ton, and I always say this, but all the developers for mods in Path of Titans that do models have progressed a ton since Path of Titans first opened mods. It's great to see, and it's really awesome to see the progression overall that these developers are doing with their mods, and just the detail from the first creatures to the new creatures. And that's out with the Divine Beast mods. We have 3 creatures there, or 4 creatures pretty much, that we rounded up. But let's get into some sad news, because with highs comes a low. Edge of Extinction is a mod that was modding in Smilodon and Mammoths to Path of Titans. They're also planning on making their own server as well, which would host these creatures. However, the creators recently announced something in their Discord, and I'm going to read it out right now, and it's obviously not the best thing in the world to see. Regarding the Smilodon and Mammoth mods, unfortunately, the promised mods we were so excited to create will no longer be going ahead in more recent times. Our modeler has very sadly had to step down their position, and although my team do have some knowledge of modeling and modding, we do not possess the required Path of Titans dev kit. To say I've tried everything is an understatement, from trying to contact the pot developers, reaching out to modders with the dev kit, etc. But without paying quite a bit of money, and rightfully so, modders do a fantastic job, that they do not have, the mods can no longer progress. I have the Smilodon mod in its current state, but it will not ever be released, or ready to be released, for a long time. Edge of Extinction will no longer be a part of Path of Titans, so that's related to their own server as well. They'll be probably moving their server to the Isle of Rima, as they have said. This is obviously a sad thing to see. I know a lot of people were excited for the Smilodon and the Mammoth mods. However, of course, when there's always a high, there comes a low. And obviously at the end of the year, we have to end it on a low. However, we're not going to end it on a low, because there's 2 creatures that I want to showcase in game. These are K23 alien mods, and I can't wait to showcase them to you. So let's get right into them. Welcome in game. We actually have a pair of creatures here to showcase. The first one is the Nuuk. This is made by the K23 creatures mod. Kinda looks like a big dugong or a manatee, but as a modded alien creature. This is actually a fully aquatic creature, and it looks really, really cool. So, firstly, this is the male skin of it, and this is the female skin. The female skin obviously is more greys. For the other stuff, for the subspecies, you've got Nuuk, you've got Nuukmi, which has got more horns, and you've got Nuuk 2, which looks really cool. This is the defense minus speed plus oxygen, whereas the other one was plus speed minus oxygen minus defense. So this one will be speedier, and it's got a nice little tail there as a divider. So this is the baby Nuuk, and it looks really, really cool. Now, one thing to point out with this creature, it's actually really slow. However, I quite like the look of it. It is absolutely adorable. It's got a little rat nose, and it's got some whiskers on it. It's got 6 little flippers, and obviously its tail as well, and it comes with a bite attack. Now, let's showcase the calls for this baby creature. It sounds like a cat, and it's so cute. Oh, that is adorable. That is a really cool animation. Aha, it done a little roll there. That is very cute. The shake. The shake is a roll, so we're going to just cancel that, and I assume the friendly call is the shake, and then you've got the mystery. Oh, that's actually a really cool little animation right there. Just a full-on animation cycle for that little mystery. That's awesome. Now, this thing can actually go on land like the other semi-aquatics, but I feel like it's better to showcase that as the adult. So let us hop over and showcase the adult off. Here we are with our adult Nuuk, and it looks really, really cool. Now, there are some things that I want to point out. The one thing that I want to point out is the fact that you have to be asleep to showcase and customize your abilities. Like Kaiwekia, it does the same thing there. Now, let's really quickly showcase its skins. This thing is huge, by the way. So you've got the default skin, you've got the iconic skin, which looks really nice. You've got Bumblebee, which also looks pretty cool. You've got Cluster, you've got Flecked, and you've got Silverside, which looks really nice. Obviously, you've got the patterns for all of them here, which I'm going to show off really, really quickly. And that's that. For the abilities, you don't have much. You have a charge attack for your head, which you can put and apply like that. For metabolism, you've got a standard diet where you eat plants and shellfish, which is interesting. So you're a herbivore, but you can also become an omnivore and omnivores. Yeah, that's really nice. And of course, fisher, where you can eat fish and shellfish as well. For hide, you've got streamlined hide, which would probably be recommended with this creature because it's very sluggish while swimming. Then for your limb or back limb, you've got standard flippers, which is nothing, and agile flippers, which allows you to turn faster. Now, here we are back in game as this majestic little looking creature, and I can showcase off this bite attack and the charge ability, which kind of does like some kind of just straight dive forward. Not really the best thing in the world. Sorry for the little bit of lag there. Don't know what's happening lately. Anyways, now let's showcase the calls and sounds on the adult, because the adult should sound different. It's a lot more deep and rumbly compared to the baby's cat-like squeals, and I quite like that a ton. I like the difference. You have the same flip over animation here, but as an adult, where you can see the whole body of this creature. Kind of like, it's very muscular, by the way. Why is it so muscular? That is the same, and then the mystery, which will also be the same. And there it goes, doing that little animation there. Don't know why I'm getting so many frame drops at the moment. And that's very weird. And there you have the Nuuk. Now there is one other creature that I want to showcase, and that is the Breenoc. So let's go over and check that out as well, because it's a flyer. And here we have the Breenoc, which is a weird synthetic looking creation. As you can tell, it's got a brain in its head. Wait, no. Wait, everything has a brain in its head. What I'm meaning to say is, you can see its brain. And the description of this mod indicates that this is a synthetic being, and so it's obviously man-made, so to say. And it's kind of more robotic in a way. That being said, it looks really cool. The model looks nice. I'm not a fan of how it looks oily, so to say. Like, it looks like it's lathered itself up in some oil. Let's showcase the male and female. So this is the male, this is the female. The female is grayer. I actually prefer that over the male. Now, you've got the subspecies. Catati, Stecati, which has a longer beak. This is speed minus stamina. And you've got Gogofi, which is just the thick boy. Look how thick that creature is. It's huge. One thing that I do want to point out, the baby skin is actually really cool. However, I also really want to say that this thing is quite slow on the land. However, as a baby, you get one attack. There you go. What's flying like as a baby? Well, it looks like it can't actually fly as a baby. Unless I'm doing this wrong. Anyways, so let's talk about this creature really quickly. Then showcase the calls. You've got a normal call. Looks really cool. You can definitely say that this is more synthetic based because the sounds sound a lot more electronic. There you go. Another one. Very computer-like. Sounded like a printer. That sounded like a VHS tape. Now, yeah, I do want to point out that you can't actually jump and fly. I'm trying to fly, but it won't let me fly. So, let's go ahead and go and check out the adult. And there we have the adult Breenoc, which can fly. It flies kind of like a glider, so to say. Kind of like a plane, because it's not really flapping its wings that much, and it does kind of have some jet boosters on the underbelly of the creature, which allows it to go faster, which is actually pretty cool. I do like this flying mechanic a lot, and it's pretty nice overall. Now, let's really quickly just come into land, and yeah, this thing is a little bit of a pain, feels a little bit janky as a bigger creature, but let's showcase the creature off. Now, the model, of course, looks very weird, but now let's get into the calls. But before I do that, I want to showcase the abilities and everything. So, skins. You've got default skin, which is this. And then you've got Gull, which looks like this, which looks pretty nice. Moth, which looks like this, which the only changes are, I believe, on the back. Yep, on the wingtips. Then you've got Saturn, which also looks really, really cool there. Now, the abilities, there isn't too much to it. You've got a bite attack, you've got a wing beat attack, and that's your only attacks. You can change your metabolism from carnivore, hyper carnivore, and fisher. And then you've got different hides. Aerodynamic allows you to be speedier in the air, standard hide, and then thick hide. Additionally to that, you can customize your legs out. You can have faster flight control or better land control. Additionally, you've got biological jets. Store air in your jets to stay aloft for longer. You're full of hot air, essentially. Now, let's showcase this creature's calls off, and we're going to do it in the air because I also want to showcase its attack. So you've got a bite attack, and you've got your wing beat, which so let's showcase the calls. These are the calls. It's a plane. Let's showcase its friendly call. That gives me flashbacks to some kind of SCP or, you know, some kind of showcase of that. Like that kind of, like, seeing that and hearing that in the dark is quite scary. And there we have that. Let's see if we can do the wing beat on the ground. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so the wing beat seems to be a ground attack ability in terms of its animation. And that is the Breenoc. It looks really weird. It's the first creature I kind of like this, so to say. It's not really a real creature. It's synthetically made. It's got jet engines on it, and one coming out, it's Pooper. And of course, its brain is on show for everyone else. Let me know your thoughts about this mod in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you think about it. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited for all of these mods? I'm more excited for Sachicasaurus. That's definitely one of my favorite ones. The look of it overall, it looks incredible. I like the look of it. It just looks really nice and well made. I cannot wait to see it in the game. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you next year if you're not in tomorrow's stream. And if you are in tomorrow's stream, the stream will be at 5 PM GMT instead of 7 PM GMT because, of course, New Year's Eve celebrations do start, and I would like to be there for them. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll see you next year. Peace.